actually are going to need to take this archway and stretch it out a little bit more. Again, I'm not using the beauty of electronic technology. It's a little bit harder for me to figure out. Your brain's going to try to tell you to chop it off, right? Don't want to do that. Because your brain always tries to fit all the information in there. Sometimes that's not necessary. Sometimes you don't have that at your expense or your leisure to do so, right? And this is actually going to be stretched out more too. You gotta kind of ignore those instincts when drawing, because when you do that, you're drawing what you think you see instead of what you actually see. So actually, I'm going to be lifted a little bit. There we go. Just take your break and step back. Look at what we got here. So this area right here, this middle area, is shaded. Just go ahead and add your shade. The shade's going to help you differentiate between these shapes and help you locate where everything is in relationship to where everything else is. Because right now your brain's seeing a whole bunch of lines and it's like, oh my god, what am I going to do? Don't forget, there's kind of like a little bit of a wall here. You see it? So just keep that in mind. There's probably archways on this side too. That's probably the edge of an archway. Just keep that in mind. Give yourself 2 layers of shade here. If you don't have the smudging tool and some of you are using, what do you call it? Digital. I don't use digital. Love to check it out. It's just, I have a 2-year-old at home. Very strict learning time. It's hard for me to take time to learn new things. I'm already trying to teach myself how to play the guitar. That's on hold right now. My toddler, I love her to death, but she really doesn't allow me to have much of a life outside of her, if that makes sense. So, if you have the smudging tool, go ahead and smudge and smooth that out so you get a nice, clean, soft, hazy shape here. This is your roof area, right here. It looks like right here we got a little bit, but first let's kind of continue doing our humps. Does that make sense? So we got this. This actually needs to be dark. There we go. And I made the mistake that this is actually a doorway. Right here. I'm doing that window here. Right here. Are your lights. It's a lot easier. Just kind of use a negative drawing tool to get your lights in. So, got these fancy looking lights here. Just use the edge of your eraser to draw them in. See? Call this the negative drawing technique. There's your other light. Almost looks like an S. Clean up this area. figure out where our lines actually are supposed to be going, right? So I'm gonna converge here. This actually should be going more this way. Okay. This hump here should be going more towards that area. And it should also be skinnier and leaning more towards that area. Same thing here. Shade, 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 shade. Here we go. Let's soften this area up a little bit. This is brick. Now that we got a general idea of where all of our arches go, let's kind of, bridge the gap here. We got 2 layers of shade here, right? We're only going to put in 1 layer of shade in between our beams here. This is going to help separate them. It's going to help separate them from this decorative archway, but it's also going to help separate or differentiate them from their darker counterparts. See that? Think of it kind of like an Oreo sandwich. And in the middle, the Oreo sandwich has a light creamy color. Well, this is going to have that lighter shade. This layer and this layer are going to be super dark. Okay? You can always go in and reestablish those lights if you need to. Okay? But right now we need to worry about making sure that our areas are properly shaded. Our brain does not get confused on what to expect. Now, if you want, you can shade in your decorative pieces here, but shade them in. Don't outline them. These aren't hard. These aren't hard rectangular bits. These are like little shadows of rectangular shapes. A lot of people, they like to try to, outline brick. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Okay. Shade. Shade it in, alright? It's extreme. Now this looks off because it's supposed to be a little bit darker. It's not supposed to be as bright as the center of your doorway. The center of your doorway kind of has like a light highlight here. I don't know if you see it. That's the center of your doorway, okay? Right here, doorway. And if you want, you can add like little things right here to get them going. Alright, so we're going to make a parallel line here. And as you make a parallel line, it's going to get skinnier and skinnier. That's your border. See it? Mine's a little bit too thick. It's because I'm freestyling it. Don't freestyle it. Or else you're going to end up wonky like teacher and you're going to be really frustrated. Okay? This is the bottom of your wall. See it? This right here, where your horizon line and everything meets, see it? You're going to add a curve. Clean up this line. Kind of see what's going on here. Okay. And you're going to drop your line down so you have your wall here. Okay. Feel free to add your molding right here. See it? We also have some other molding here. Whoopsie. Ah. Teacher's nuts. This is your base. Right here, okay? From here to here, I would suggest adding a shade, smudging it out, and then drawing your whiter or your lighter shapes into your shadowy area using the negative drawing technique that I've been teaching you. So smudge, smudge, smudge. And then use an eraser tool or the tip of your eraser to kind of get that in there. But let's darken it up a little bit. So add 2, if not 3 layers of shade on here. Okay. This area is shaded, so we're going to add this shade here. Have your area right here. It's all about building value here. You know what? I'm going to shimmy this down a little bit and make this part into my walkway here. Your shade. For your sidewalk here. I'm going to add 1 layer of shade up here. 2 layers of shade on the top here. And 2 layer shades on the bottom here.